Nothing yet. It was supposed to hit like 5 minutes ago, but I don't see anything. Oh, they're zooming in. Maybe they see some swells coming in. Let me see here. I don't see anything. Let's get out of the way here. They're looking more north because the camera's usually facing west. I think they may see something on the horizon there. I don't see anything, but let me check here. I don't see anything. There's actually a little wiper that wipes that camera. Aren't they using it? Where's the wiper? Where's the wiper? Swiper, no swipey. Yeah, it's gonna pan out. I don't see nothing. I think it. I'm not sure if that's the kind of earthquake that lifted the seafloor, or is it like a horizontal shift in the seafloor, or is it a vertical shift? Because a vertical shift is what the Daiichi plant went through. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much here. Let me try another. Give me a second. Not sure. There's another camera angle in Haleiwa, which is just a few miles south. This video is unavailable. Okay, that's good. Let's just go to history here, because I know I had it up here. I'm just kind of watching. And the Epstein Tsunami isn't going away, just to let you know. What was that about? Alright. I think it's this one. This is Waimea Bay, I think. No, that's not Waimea Bay. That's Waimea. See, that's just down the way. It's raining, but it's not as stormy. Right there, so make it big. See if we can. This one pans also, so it's going to pan over. See, the sun's setting in the west, so that's directly west, obviously. And that little house rock right in front of that little tea leaf, I think that is it's been the same for a few hours. Not any big swells. It's kind of like a lake right now out there, so I mean, there's no waves on the shore. Let me go back to this guy over here and see what that is. Yeah, got nothing over here either. I think if you're going to notice a rise or any waves, you're going to notice it not here, this beach. Not here. You're going to probably notice it on this one here for sure. And just pay attention to the rocks, because that's all you got to do. Right, I'm going to come back. But let me just do this real quick. Just keep watching. You never know what's going to happen. Oh. What the heck? That's not me. What is that? Okay, there we go. I gotta fix my box. That's so weird. I'm not seeing anything crazy. Yeah. Seeing that. Anything different? No. Let's see this one. Let's check this guy here. Nothing different. Yeah, they're looking too. Yeah, they're not showing anything. We're just looking. Oh, there's a little wave right there. Yeah, it's nothing. Nothing. It almost seems like there's like incentive. That happens with my OBS. That's strange. Alright, let's try the other one again. It would hit there first, pipeline. This is my man, which is lower south, a few miles. 5 miles, maybe not even that. It's been so long since I've been there. Fuck, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's expensive. Almost went there in 2020, but and I tried to get myself and Stevie out there with me, but we had to do a PCR test, and we had to do another one just because we got there. It was a fucking nightmare, and they just made it hard for anybody to travel to Hawaii, because Hawaii is a full-on fucking blue-ass piece of shit state right now. I mean, the state itself, governmental-wise, the islands are beautiful and fantastic, but I'm telling you, I just wish I would have took her out. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it. There's a nice dark cloud, some more rain coming. I'm not really seeing anything too crazy. It's kind of weird. I'll just leave it here. I think I should leave it on. I mean, if a big wave comes, you're going to see it here on the North Shore first. And it should have already hit. What's interesting is the elevation doesn't seem to have gone up either. It's kind of odd. So right now that camera at Waimea Bay is facing south. Nothing's really going on. This is all real time. It's like 7:30 now over there. I don't think it was the. I don't think it was the vertical earthquake. I think it was the horizontal. I know there's some waves that are happening in Japan right now that already happened right now. But it wasn't really huge. Nothing too gigantic. You know, they're saying there's going to be problems in San Francisco. The media has been pumping this up as being gigantic. It is. No. So you can go here to tsunami.gov. That gives you a lot of information. If you scan over, get rid of this. Blue bulletin, click. Let's see. Affected. There's warnings for these areas. There was the epicenter up here. 8.8, and it's not small. That's it. It's huge. That's a lot of movement. That's serious. I'm feeling like it's gonna get worse for something. I don't know. It seems like it's prepping for something more. I'm sensing my spider senses tingling. I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit. The islands. These are the coast that I think they're going to be affected by this. You scroll around, you can see all these areas and danger areas. Of course, these guys right here, Jesus Christ. Right, and where did it start? Right here, right? This is the epicenter right there, yeah. Which is off of Russia. Russia, Mother Russia. But here's the archipelago. Pacific archipelago. People don't understand how big Hawaii is. Starts here, down to the bottom right there, goes all the way across and up. There's atolls and islands for hundreds and I think 1,000 miles at least. A couple, maybe 1,000 or two, 15,000 miles. I don't know, a long fucking time. Right, and all these areas are. If you zoom in here, you're going to see that they have the coasts. Well, let's go back and see if we got anything. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, that's kind of messed up, man. I mean, I don't want, nobody wants to see death and destruction more than Netanyahu. But Bill Gates or Anthony Fauci, but right now it doesn't seem like there's much going on. It just seems like there's just regular waves crashing in on a lakeish kind of day on the North Shore. During the summer, it's usually very flat on the North Shore, and the South Shore's usually got some waves. But there's not really any big waves on the South Shore either. Check here. North Shore's not here. It's getting dark. The sun is getting. That's beautiful. I'm going to tell you right now, crystal clear. If you ever, the difference. I mean, West Virginia is beautiful too. There's some places there that I was just I had to literally just pull over and just look at it. It was so beautiful in some of those places. And Missouri has some beautiful places, but I'm just seeing like this haze in the air nowadays. The serious haze, and it's just. Get on me, son. Get on me, bro. Get on me. Fuck. The sun is the greatest blessing from God that we've ever given. Just get some sun. I don't care if it gives you a little burn, but it's good for your system. It's good for your soul. It'll wake you up. It'll wake you the fuck up. I'm just telling you. Just let it soak in, man. It's good for you sometimes. Yeah, oh, what's it? Nothing. Going back over there. Yeah, nothing's risen. What the fuck? There's got to be something wrong here. It would hit here in Hawaii first. I mean, it would probably be a Kauai. You know, like Princeville, Hawaii would get it first. That's like Laguier. You can kind of see Laguier out in the distance there. Just the bill. It's beautiful out there. This isn't a rerun. This is, I mean, it says right here. I've gone to these cameras many times during surf competitions that are at Waimea Bay or Pipeline, and just checked out how big the waves are coming in. Sometimes like 20, 30, 40 feet. Just awesome surfers out there. Getting crazy. I don't think I've surfed my Bay a few times, and I think I've only done maybe the biggest wave was maybe 15 feet. Yeah, that's a 30-foot face, by the way. It's but going down that wave, I'm going to tell you right now, it's you just see rocks below you going really fast. All the reef and stuff. I just remember, I think out of all the like 30 or 40 waves I caught total in my life out there in Waimea Bay, I probably caught at least 3 really freaking good ones and like 6 waves. Right? I mean, seriously. I mostly surf log cabins, which is down from Pipeline, just south of Pipeline. I can't count how many times I've surfed log cabins. And Chun's, Ahukai's for sure. I used to go there all the fucking time. I did surf backdoor a little bit one time. I think it was coming down from Rocky Point, and I just kind of went over and tried to check out, but it was so crowded. I took like a few waves, and then that was it. I surfed backdoor, which is the same wave as Pipeline. It just goes a different way. But I never surfed Pipeline. My brother surfed it. I know that. My little brother, for sure. Seriously. Yeah, this is weird. There's nothing here, man. This is kind of... Maybe they're just not getting the timing right or something. Oh, there's nothing there. Yeah, It's weird. What's that? Is that something on the horizon? It's just, if you were there, you gotta go there. I'm going there soon. I'm gonna go there definitely next year. Definitely next year. Or at the end of this year. I know. It's just I can already sense it. I can feel it. It's gonna, and then when I go, I get kind of. I want to take somebody with me for sure. Who it's gonna be there. So if you want to come, then I'd rather no. It's gonna be a girl. I'm just saying, you know. I mean, I have friends and stuff like that. I got a lady. Again. Oh, God. Alright. Let me just go here. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. Oh, it's doing the warning. It's doing the warning. That's what you guys are hearing right now. Sorry. Let's fix that. I forgot how to do that. And now. That's probably loud as shit. My bad. I wonder why there's not that same sound in my video. That's weird. I bet it probably doesn't have a. Let's see if anything. The tide's supposed to rise at about 7. It's supposed to get there at about 7. We're already looking at 7:45. So I'm kind of tripping out here. Like, what's going on, bros? Now they do. I was just wondering is, did Russia hack into our NOAA systems or whatever, and they created a hoax or something? Or this is weird. I mean, I'm not seeing any difference at all. And I sure like the sound of that. Man, you could fall asleep to that. Oh, nothing. It just seems like there's something. Maybe it's late. Maybe they miscalculated it. I keep seeing that dark line across the top of the horizon of the ocean, and it just seems like that's a wave. But it's not. They need to pan. Can they pan closer? I don't know. Let me see what they're saying here in chat. Chat is disabled for live stream. The rock right there on the bottom right, that's just a few yards off of the shore, is in the same position. In other words, it hasn't disappeared. See that? Oh, you can see that. Let's see what they're saying here on this one. Hey Jordan, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. We are at the precipice, my friend. Yeah, I'm not seeing much. They're just, somebody messed up. They said it was 7th. What does this guy say? Something about it's 100. And it would take at least maybe 45 minutes to an hour to wrap around. I'm going to check the Waikiki cam. I got all the cams, man. Let's see what we got here. We're going to go to here. We're going to go to playlist. We're going to go to watch later. Because there are a few waves in Waikiki, but I don't think it's... Oh, slow commercial. Skip. Skip. Yeah. This one I watch all the time. Yeah, nothing too crazy here either. That's Waikiki. $83 degrees. It's always 83 degrees in Hawaii. Always. Alright. We gotta turn the volume down on this one here. Why is it still... Yeah. I turned off the sound on all those. Why is it still giving a sound? Come on. There we go. That's the one. Yeah, that hasn't changed at all. Waikiki looks like Waikiki. Yeah, it looks a little higher. No, not that. Pipeline cam still looks the same. Yeah, nothing. And there's nobody in the water. Nobody. Wow. That's weird. This is odd, man. I'm going to let it go because maybe they just miscalculated or something. Let me just check this map here real quick. It's updating right now. I mean, you'd think they'd have some buoys out there tracking it, or some kind of satellite tracking the ocean level. You would think. I'm moving kind of slow here. Yeah, nothing. Let me just move this down and see if we got... Go here. Yeah, it's weird. There's nothing going on. Everybody's waiting. Nah, it's stupid. Let's go back to that. So the buoys up here on the left, I don't know if you guys can see this, but those are showing some significant, there's about 30 miles southwest of Nicoleski break point. Doesn't say if they've risen or what's their activity. But that was earlier today. That's been like that for a while. I just don't see much here going on. There's nothing to see here. There it is. Location 350 miles southwest of Beijing. Magnitude 8.8, 46 miles. There's the longitude and latitude. It's right there. Why warning. Canada Pacific, American Samoa. There's Wake Islands. That's Midway. That's where all the nuclear testing had happened for a long time, and then people said, stop that shit. Mexico, nobody wants to see that. Let's see, anything else happening here? No, nothing. It looks the same. Looks like high tide at Waikiki, like a regular high tide. I've seen it a bazillion times. Nothing here. That rock's still in the same spot. The one just out, these two little rocks here. Nothing. Nothing burger, it's seeming like. Max wave height above normal sea level at midway was 1 foot to a half a foot. Okay. You gotta subscribe to chat. I don't fucking. That's everybody's doing that now. You gotta subscribe. Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing. Nothing's going on, people. And I'm all blurred out. Why am I so fucking blurred out? Jeez Christ. There we go. Super pink too. Oh, whatever. Let me see. And to Chrome. X. American medicine was laid to understand the dangers of cigarettes, cocaine, heroin. Really? That's just fucking retarded. Everybody knew but you guys? Marty? Oh, God. These guys just... Let's not get blindsided by the concentrated 708 sold in vape. Oh, now they're going after vape. Okay. Tell me you feel jealous about another woman's beauty without telling me you feel jealous about another woman's beauty. What's that about? That's right here. Woke trauma surgeon calls Sydney Sweeney, American Eagle ad, xenophobic, racist, and significantly inaccurate. Oh, God, these people, I swear to gosh. What's this? Oh, Kristen, always nice to meet. Okay, here we go. God, I'm so sick of these things. Scam. I'm going to block her because she's just a fucking scam. I get them all the time. It's ridiculous. All the time. You know, they go after us. Middle-aged men. I went over that yesterday. You do realize that 8 million people losing Medicaid and the 3 million losing SNAP benefits are not entitled to those benefits in the first place. Yeah, exactly. It's all right here. Bernie Sanders put that out. Let's see what else we got here. I should say yes. Good job. Surfing goat diary. What's this? Why hasn't Oprah opened her road? That sounds odd. Oh, look at this bitch. She closes her road so people can't go up to higher ground. She's fucking she's a demon. She's a fucking demon. Yeah, not in a good way, by the way. Oh man, he's gonna pardon Diddy? What the fuck? Dude. Talk about throwing fucking gasoline on a barbecue. God. on your Epstein barbecue. Luna says she'll force House vote on member stock trading plan. Good. And she's super hot. I'm just telling you. Cincinnati suspect from the Jazz Festival beating freed after posting $400. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this is anybody else getting tired of that's crazy. What the fuck? Hochul claims concealed carry permit allowed Manhattan shooting. She's an idiot too. Fucking stupid shithead. Yeah. Oh, I brought some more meat for you. Whatever that fucker's name was, Steinman. This guy's a fucking fruit ball. Tom Cotton, he's an asshole. Lindsey Graham, he's an asshole. Fox News is reporting that the Pentagon cannot account for $6 billion in Ukraine. Lindsey Graham included $48 billion in aid for Ukraine in spending bill moving through the Senate. These ads were good. So Beyonce can pose in Levi jeans and it's art. But when a white woman does it, it's a national crisis. Isn't that crazy? This is the woke. These fucking people are just. Oh my god! It's just insanity. And I'm just sick of it. It's sick of the fucking. The Democratic Party just needs to be eradicated. I mean, Trump's got the golden opportunity. Pam Bondi should do it. Get all your ducks in a row and just dump that fucking party because those people are just whack and there's no waves. And the waves are still fucking nothing. Let me just do a check. I gotta go back. That's beautiful out there. There's no doubt. Let me see what else we got over here. Waimea Bay, still about the same. Yeah, still the same. Waikiki. That's beautiful. Still the same. Yeah, I don't see anything going on. Tsunami warning. Still nothing. Wow. But I think it is definitely better to be safe than super sorry in regards to all of that. For sure. I totally fucking agree. I mean, I would rather people have been safe, the way fucking Lahaina was handled. God, that was such a fucking totally complicit situation. It wasn't negligence. It wasn't stupidity. It was all fucking pre-planned. Oh, wait. Congratulations to our dear friend Emil Bove on his confirmation to serve as 3rd U.S. District Court of Appeals. Nice. This is a great day for the country. Okay, good. Let's see if he stays that way. Despite unprecedented obstruction from Chuck Schumer and the Democrats, we will get President Trump nominees confirmed one way or another. All right. You go, brother. Eric Schmidt, he's a fucking pit bull. I'm telling you. He's like the great buck. Right? The great white buck. Tsunami warning in effect. I have signed an emergency proclamation. Both states fully activated. Please take this situation seriously. Oh, fuck off. You're such a piece of shit. Dude, that guy's just, get rid of these people. They're just fucking idiots. Why is Trump ready to Jessica Tarbo? I don't know. And this is the traffic and people trying to leave. Meanwhile, and Oprah could have opened a road to help these people leave faster. But of course she didn't. Right? That's just fucking ridiculous. Look, Army and Navy opened up their roads for people. Right? But Oprah didn't. What a piece of shit. All of them. Every single one they're all fucking just disgusting fucks. I mean, it's just, God. Just This is a DEI hire. So this, in regards to the the shooting in New York yesterday, whatever. This lady is blaming social media. This DEI hire is blaming social media for what's happening. It's just craziness. It's just fucking crazy. Here's Gavin Newsom in the beginning, begging the federal government for money. California has spent around $8 billion in 2025 on healthcare for illegals. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you don't get shit from us for money, but you shouldn't get anything. Do the math requires that the Hurricane Pacific Ocean tsunami warning is effect for those living in Hawaii, and tsunami wants to affect the last because the United States. Japan is also in. Boy, please visit tsunami.gov, which I've done for the latest. That's the first time I've read this, and I was already there. Right, Jim knows where to go. Jim knows where to go. Right. Look at these two fucking criminals. I wonder. People are wondering this. If it was natural, man-made, or somebody hacked the system, who knows? And eventually weather control. Who controls the weather controls the world. President Johnson. I'm going to hear this.
We shall propose further cooperative efforts between all the nations in weather prediction and eventually in weather control.
I mean, lasers, really, to change the weather?
That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well, instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts. This is potentially a game changer.
But this is experimental.
It's experimental. However, in the laboratory so far it works. When you have water vapor and you have dust particles or ice crystals, you can precipitate rain. It condenses around the seeds. These seeds can also be created by laser beams. By firing trillion-watt lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions, and these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and even lightning.
Go ahead.
Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds. I mean, did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War, to wash out the Viet Cong.
As the Vietnam War reached a crossroads, the U.S. Army had important decisions to make if they wanted to tip the scale back to their side. All options were on the table, both conventional and unconventional. And among the most unusual plots was Operation Popeye, launched in an attempt to weaken the Ho Chi Minh Trail, the Viet Cong's most vital mechanism and supply flow tool. To accomplish this, the U.S. would turn the weather into a weapon of war. Operation Popeye utilized cloud seeding technology, a type of weather modification that artificially creates rain or snow. With it, the U.S. military extended at least 5 monsoon seasons, causing detrimental effects to the unknowing Vietnamese citizens and soldiers. The mission spanned 5 years and cost taxpayers over $15 million. Despite multiple hearings in Congress, military officers, and even President Nixon himself denied it existing at all. The Vietnam War was, for many reasons, unlike any other war American soldiers had ever seen. Instead of a standard campaign frontline, where the American Army had more than enough experience, the Vietnam War's battles were fought in the dense South Vietnam jungle. This was an isolated region filled with mountains, animals, and endless greenery. The Viet Cong's most significant advantage over the U.S. in this region was the Ho Chi Minh Trail, a logistics network made up of dirt pads and hand-dug tunnels. It had secret bunkers, barracks, and even a few hospitals. All were cleverly hidden from American aircraft looking for them in reconnaissance missions. With its extensive web of roads and handmade paths, the trail helped the Viet Cong carry massive amounts of manpower, weapons, food, and other war material from one side of the country to the other. At over 1,000 miles in length, the trail ran from North to South Vietnam and extended through the kingdoms of Laos and Cambodia. The U.S. military attempted to destroy the trail with never-ending bombing campaigns. More bombs were dropped on Laos than in Germany and Japan combined in World War II. But none of the tactics were entirely effective. Even Agent Orange wasn't up to the task. The trail network was so vast and complex that if one of the paths were closed, all Viet Cong soldiers had to do was find a secondary way back to their base. But there was one thing that significantly slowed the supply flow on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Rain turned the trails into muddy messes, rendering them too difficult to supply vehicles to maneuver. Vietnam is known for having one of the world's longest monsoon seasons, usually running from April to October. June, July, and August are the months with the heaviest rain. And so the Department of Defense decided to attempt to recreate this process. Their goal was to try to control the weather and extend the monsoon season for as long as they could. To achieve this, they resorted to cloud seeding. This process is thought to have originated in 1946 by Vincent Schaefer, a chemist employed by General Electric. Cloud seeding is a method for artificially producing rain or snow. It requires modifying a cloud's chemical structure to boost the chances of precipitation with the added substance of silver iodide, which works as a condensation agent. There are two ways to disperse cloud seeding agents, either using large cannons to shoot the particles into the sky, or using airplanes to drop the particles from above. Throughout the planning period, the program went by several names to maintain its secrecy. Operation Popeye ended up being its official name. In a memorandum sent in January 1967, from Deputy Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs Foy D. Kohler to then Secretary of State Dean Rusk, Kohler described Project Popeye's goals, stating,
that was 6 minutes of that. I recommend going and looking at it. There's just a lot of information here.
a fact that is impossible to determine. It's extremely
firm. To intensify at an alarming rate, maximum winds are around
DI Chief Police Officer Old Orchard Beach, Maine ignored federal, state, and local ordinance when she hired an illegal alien as a police officer. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Is that a dude? What? Wait, what?
Well, this is sort of a shocking headline, but Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is being sued by Children's Health Defense. Children's Health Defense is the organization he co-founded. He had been majorly a part of Children's Health Defense until he resigned to become Health and Human Services Secretary, and yet now they are suing him. Why? Watch this.
We have lawsuit that targets RFK Jr. for failing to set up task force on childhood vaccine safety.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has been very focused on food lately, getting food dyes out. I mean, these are things that need to be done. I think they're extremely important, but a lot of people in the mob movement said vaccines. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has dropped the ball on that.
Why is he not dealing with vaccines? This is not the Bobby we know. Is he being held captive in the swamp? It kind of feels that way sometimes.
His own organization that he had been affiliated with from the day it was born, Children's Health Defense, is suing him in order to get him to do his job. They frame it in a nice way, saying, look, we're not being mean to the guy. We're just trying to help him do his job. I applaud Children's.
Yeah, I do too. I don't. He's just. A lot of these people have gone south. I don't know what happens. Hey, look. Oh God, Cory Booker. Oh, Jesus. So you can't wear a MAGA hat at Disneyland. That's so fucking what. Make America great again. Can't wear that. What would you name this mountain? Criminal Mountain. That's it, for sure. Candace Owens. Candace Owens receives an emergency message concerning the Macron's defamation suit against her from attorney Robert Barnes. Okay. Hey, Thomas, what you doing, buddy? Who is Joseph Masford, and who paid him to instigate the Russia hoax? Yeah, I mean, he's all in on the mystery man who started the Russia hoax. He's mentioned 89 times in the Mueller report, but strangely, not once in Durham's. Representative Matt Gaetz and I want to know if Mifsud is associated with a Western intelligence agency, which he probably is. Yeah. Breaking news. Democrats warn abolish Department of Education could result in kids being too smart to vote for Democrats. There you go. Perfect. Man caught video sitting pit bull. He set a pit bull on fire. What a fucking asshole. Tsunami warning update by the shithead. Fuck off. Yeah, she refused to open her roads. Piece of shit. Oh, this is fucking ridiculous. Why is a motherfucker in a hospital bed? He didn't have the fucking baby. This is sickening. That's just it's this clown world. That's bizarro clown fucking crazy world. This baby's like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh my God! Look at this kid looks totally traumatized. That's fucking nuts. Another weak, pathetic loser. Yep, for sure. There's another weak, pathetic loser. I'm glad more are seeing the ugly truth of Oprah. Okay. Yeah. I agree. That's McGowan. Okay, Rose McGowan. Okay, that's different. Sorry. JD Vance gets a warm welcome in Ohio. JD protects pedophiles. Oh, shit. Yeah, it seems like it. They're coming after. Look, Epstein's not going away. The Epstein tsunami is still around. Right? The global coordinated is intentional. The impoverishment is intentional. The open borders are intentional. The asymmetry is international. The surveillance is intentional. The censorship is intentional. The distraction is intentional. Thank you very much, whoever. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I've talked about this many, many times. This guy's a piece of shit. He's fucking always having a stroke. Holy crap, Nance Post is being sued for $35 million by January 6th Patriots. They're claiming it was a coordinated setup. There you go. Yeah, somebody's doing something. Pam. God, fuck. Look at that. Breaking news up Overseas Road from Wiley to Kahlua. Shut. Yeah, that would have helped a lot of people in case there was something really bad. And let's just go back real quick and see if we got anything. And if there's not, I am going to call it a day. And let's just see what we got here. Pipeline still looks the same. Waimea Bay, rocks, bottom right corner, still looks the same. Waikiki looks the same. All right, that's pretty much it for me, guys. I just wanted to be on top of this. I know, oh God, it's a little dark. No wonder it's dark. Shit, what the fuck? Oh, there you go. Hello, here I am. Anyway, thank you.